This new feature will give you, the music creator, the ability to proactively ensure that all of your recordings are connected to your account so that you will receive all of the royalties that may be due. The first thing that you may want to check is once you go inside of your account at sxdirect.soundexchange.com, in the top menu, click on My Catalog and Associated Recordings. You will then have the opportunity to check your associated recordings as a rights owner or as an artist. Currently in my associated recordings as a rights owner, it's showing 8 recordings and 1 recording as an artist. Although I've registered many songs as an artist and as a rights owner, I'm only showing 9 associated recordings, which makes this search and claim feature extremely important because now as a rights owner and as an artist, I can now search SoundExchange database and make claims for recordings that should be associated to my accounts. If you're registered as a featured artist, then that's the only one you'll need to search. If you are registered as a sound recording rights owner, then that's the one that you will search. If, like myself, you have both, then you'll need to search both to make sure that all of the songs that you've registered are connected to your accounts. Also, you'll need to do one search at a time and handle both, if you're both, separately. For this tutorial, we'll do a search and claim as a featured artist. So once you've logged into your account, you'll go to My Catalog, click on Search and Claim, then under Claim Type, click on Artist. Here, you will enter a search criteria to begin. I'm going to enter my artist name and press Enter. The results show my brand new single, Everything, and the rest of the songs from my debut album, which are currently not associated with my account. Remember, we did the search in the beginning and there was only one song that was associated to my account as an artist? Well, the results now show the rest of the songs that were missing. Let me reiterate this. If songs show up in the results after you've done a search, that means those songs are in the database, but they're not necessarily associated to your account. All of the songs that have been associated to your account are excluded from your results findings. I hope that makes sense. Okay, back to the search results. If you'll notice, there's also another artist that has the exact same first name as mine, so I want to make sure not to check those. Let's continue. I'll start by checking all of the songs that belong to me or that should be associated to my account. Checking those boxes adds them to the cart. Once you've done that, then click View Cart so that you can review all of the songs that you've checked and make sure that you've not checked any incorrect titles, but make sure that all of those titles are yours to claim. The next step is to make sure you put the proper percentage in for each song that you're claiming. If you're the only featured artist, then you would want to claim 100% of the song as the featured artist. So I'm going to put in 100% for each one of those titles. You can do it one by one or in line, or you can provide the information in bulk by clicking Apply to All. All of the titles will be 100% except for one, which is the last one, where I was featured with another artist. So on that particular title is 50%. I'll click Apply to All at 100%. Then I'll manually go in and put 50% for the very last one. The final thing you'll need to do is to review to make sure it's all correct and then submit. You'll come to the legal confirmation page, which reads, by making or verifying these claims, you represent and warrant to SoundExchange that you have or previously had the exclusive right to license and collect royalties for their public performances by means of digital audio transmissions. Should you relinquish a claim or otherwise verify to SoundExchange that these royalties are not yours to collect, you acknowledge and accept that debits may be applied to your account, which could affect future payments. If you make or verify a claim that is false or incorrect, you may be subject to liability. By accepting your claim, SoundExchange does not waive its or anyone else's rights to recover damages incurred by virtue of your claim being false or incorrect, and claims for other relief are expressly retained. So if you agree to that, you click the box I agree, then you click Submit. You'll get your confirmation page which reads that the claims have been submitted. If you are a rights owner, you'll need to go through that process again, except this time, click RO under Claim Type, which stands for Rights Owner, and go through the same process. There is one difference. After you get to the screen where you put in the percentages, there is also a start date and an end date. The start date meaning you put in the date that you would like to start collecting your sound recording copyright ownership royalties for the performances of the sound recording. If you'd like to use the date of the release, then click the box by inception. If you manually put in a start date, then those royalties will start after that date. The end date you need to fill in is the performance date before which you have the right to collect those sound recording copyright ownership royalties for reported performances of the sound recording. If your rights do not have an end date, then select in perpetuity. Once you've reviewed and submitted your claim, SoundExchange states that it takes approximately 30 to 45 days of their standard processing time, depending on the volume of receipts that they receive. Once your submitted claims have been processed, you can find those new sound recordings that have been associated to your account, again by going to My Catalog and Associated Recordings. SoundExchange also wants to give you another tip that states if you search for a previously submitted sound recording and notice a lowercase I next to the sound recording, this signifies that your claim is currently in your cart already or pending internal processing by their staff.